Muy buenas y bienvenidos a Multiple. Y aquí estamos con el capítulo 3 y creo que el último de Killer Frequency. Y ya lo sabéis, tenéis ahí en comunidad, ¿vale? De YouTube. Tenéis ahí una pestañita que he puesto en la encuesta. Así que ya lo sabéis, ir a visitar. Ir a visitar la encuesta. Nada, yo voy a ver si consigo que se ponga el chat, ¿vale? Que le está costando la vida. Se me ha quedado ahí la pantalla de carga de Twitch. Y ni para adelante ni para atrás. Nada, vamos a darle a continuar. Y ahora cuando y ahora cuando quiera entrar, pues ya pongo el chat. Vale, ahora. Vale, la gasolinera había sido destruida. Bien. Vale, a ver. Vale. Vamos allá. A ver, tenemos Kid Walker del Club de Ciencias. Tenemos a King Walker, a Rebecca Allen, a Ant Williams y a Chuck Brody. Tenemos a esos cuatro. Decisiones para ayudar a Chuck Brody. A ver, a finales del año pasado, Chuck Brody era el nuevo capitán. Nada. Festival del desastre. Una noria se suelta y deja 15 heridos. ¿Quién es el culpable? El Festival de la cosecha de Gallows Creek se ha clausurado este año antes de tiempo, tras la tragedia sufrida a las pocas horas de su inauguración. La gran noria se soltó de los soportes y echó a rodar por la ciudad. Se está llevando a cabo una investigación. Sigue en la página 12. Nada, esto no me interesa. Cuidado con la gripe. Key Walker, internista local, recomienda que todos los lugareños nos vacunemos contra la gripe lo antes posible. Ha llegado la temporada de la gripe y en 1984 no es distinto a los demás años. Así que asegurémonos de estar bien protegidos. Vale, habíamos dicho que Kate Walker es del Club de Ciencias. Si es del Club de Ciencias, estaría en el hospital. Pero los que nos interesan son King Walker, Rebecca Allen, Ant Williams y Chuck Brody. A ver, King Walker, vale. Queremos celebrar el matrimonio de King Walker y Peter Stein el 30 de mayo de 1770. Enhorabuena, vale. Sindicato del crimen desarticulado se ha desmantelado una operación criminal que ha acabado con 24 arrestos. El informante de la organización ha quedado en libertad. Hoy la policía por fin ha logrado desarticular el sindicato del crimen que durante tanto tiempo ha estado robando coches en nuestra comunidad. A ver a las que nos referimos a partir de ahora con las siglas RA. RA. Rebecca Allen. Vale. Entonces, central eléctrica, Trailer Park, zona de caravanas, de momento. Ver, parcela, póngase en contacto con el agente Tyler Wallace para obtener más información. Estoy hasta las narices de esa loca. No. Pipí cuidado, tragedia. Todos muertos. Los fallecidos se identifican como vecinos de Gallows Creek. Señor. No. Tras producirse una serie de robos de automóviles, el sheriff Matthews ha aconsejado a los ciudadanos que presten atención a cualquier comportamiento sospechoso. La ola de crímenes de 1970 llegará a su fin, os lo aseguro, debemos colaborar para atrapar a los ladrones. A ver, un antiguo ganador de la lotería compra una gasolinera. Gasolina de reparaciones Christine se ha vendido a un hombre que ganó la lotería hace 14 años. El nuevo propietario que afirma que así tendrá algo que hacer por las noches. Mi vida robando coches secretos de informante. ¿Quién podría ser? ¿Club de atletismo? No. Es encima club de automovilístico, ¿eh? Ann Williams. Yo creo que Ann Williams. Puede ser. Con la Gas Station. Entonces supongo que Ann Williams es el que ha muerto. La leyenda local se muda a Manhattan. La tristemente célebre autora del libro Mi vida robando coches abandona Gallows Creek para empezar de nuevo en la gran ciudad. Jim Randi escribió la siguiente reseña de su libro el año pasado. Primero nos robó coches. Y luego nos robó tiempo y dinero. Vale, entonces Rebecca Allen, ¿vale? Va aquí. A ver, de martes, a ver, ¿te importa la seguridad y la salud? Genial. Pues ven a la convención anual. A ver, invitado sorpresa, el ingeniero jefe responsable del desastre. El ingeniero jefe. El ingeniero jefe. Ese va ahí. Vale. A ver, la central eléctrica de Gallows Creek ha contratado a 20 nuevos empleados batiendo. Empleados batiendo. 12 de los cuales eran estudiantes del instituto Gallows Creek. ¿Quién podría ser? ¿King Walker? No, porque ella es improvisación. Tenista local, viendo todo. Una de caravanas. Central eléctrica. Buenas, Cereza. ¿Qué tal estás? Pero es que estoy aquí concentrado con el puzzle. Yo creo que es el de la central eléctrica. Yo creo que su próxima... Esto puede ser la central eléctrica. Comprar una gasolinera. Pero porque esto vendría aquí. Aquí. Y solo quedarían King Walker y Chuck Brody. Chuck Brody podría haber puesto, se puede haber puesto a trabajar en la central eléctrica. No. Cuando nos acabemos este ya vamos a por el de Marta. Bueno, si sale. Si sale. Que ya sabéis que tenéis la encuesta en YouTube en la pestañita de comunidad. Gallows Creek contra... Segunda división, sábado... 69. El 69. Yo creo que sí. Yo creo que es Chuck Brody. Chuck Brody central eléctrica. Ah, no, que tengo que volver al sótano. ¿Por dónde iba yo al sótano?
Locked tight.
Por aquí. A ver, sótano.
Needs a key.
¿Dónde está el sótano? Por aquí. No. Yo no me acuerdo por dónde bajar el sótano.
A key? Was this always here? I must have missed it when I brought everything upstairs.
Y yo vengo contra el almacén del sótano. Era esta.
Peggy, give me some warning before yelling down the intercom.
Sorry. Buzz the intercom when you find something and want to discuss it.
Peggy, I've found a tape and a map down here.
A map of what?
Looks like it might be to somewhere in this storage area.
Weird. Well, maybe the tape will give us more information. Give it a play.
Coño. Pues es que no me voy a ir. Es que, según lo que se ve aquí... Es que aquí no hay ninguna caja. ¿Me dejará salir de aquí? No. Tío, ¿qué pasa aquí? Claro, es que lo que busco está ahí. Es ese puntorrito rojo. Pero me dice que tengo que hacer algo. ¿Pero el qué? Pues, no se ha salido nada, ¿eh? Aún tengo cosas que hacer, pero... ¿El qué? Es que encima no me pone ninguno, no me pone ningún objetivo. A ver.
Forrest, you should listen to that first tape you found.
Ya, pero es que no puedo, porque no hay ninguna radio aquí. Ah, que esto es. Joder, parecía una tele.
George Gallows, 1968.
Buenas, Tommy.
That's when this all began for me. Follow the maps, find the tapes, I'll be waiting.
Wait, George Barrow? We all heard that he drowned after a night out drinking. Was it actually Clive? Has Clive really been the whistling man for that long?
He says I need to follow the maps and find the tapes. I guess that's what this map is about.
I think we need to see what else is hidden down here. Be careful, Forrest. Keep looking. Buzz the intercom when you found something.
Time of autopsy is 7 a.m. Cause of death is asphyxiation from drowning. The degree of rigor mortis indicates that the subject has been deceased for 5 hours. That puts the time of death...
¿Y este 5? Voy a apuntarme los números por si acaso. Pedimos mantenimiento.
Small lacerations to arms, legs, and face, typically obtained by running through foliage. Severe blistering to the feet, as though the deceased had been running without stopping.
Sin parar.
Preliminary toxicology results shows no signs of inebriation. However, a high amount of cortisol was found, indicating elevated levels of stress in the immediate moments before death.
Elevados.
Additionally, there appears to be a post-mortem injury to the arm. It looks like it was trapped in a car door.
Coche.
It is the coroner's opinion that the subject likely feared for his life and was chased, resulting in a fall from a height into a body of water, where he hit his head, was knocked out, and drowned. Following that, he was moved.
Dr. Sullivan, we need to have a talk. That recording. Shut it off.
Coño, tira para allá.
Now this has to be important.
Siento haberte obligado a hacer esto, Virginia.
If you're listening to this, then I'm probably dead.
What the?
I'm a man who likes to stay informed. I've got subscriptions to newspapers all over the country. A few weeks ago, I noticed headlines cropping up in those papers, one after the other. Each headline about a murder. Each murder, the death of someone I knew almost 20 years ago. And each one drawing closer to Gallows Creek. Drawing closer to the anniversary. None of us are innocent, but I don't think we deserve killing. All I hope now is that I can save some folk from the worst. That I can, I don't know, do something to make up for what I did back then, I guess. I didn't kill anyone, mind you, but that's past mattering. Now, there's more I could say, that I should say, but my employer made it clear that my family would pay a high price if I ever spoke out. So, hopefully I've said enough for you, listener, whoever the hell you are, to start putting the truth together.
What the hell? Peggy is not gonna believe this.
Han hecho un sé lo que hicisteis el último verano.
What have you found, Forrest?
It's an autopsy tape. Doesn't say for who, but I think it must be for George.
Poor George. He was so young.
Something's bugging me, Peggy.
What do you mean?
I swear I recognize the voice of the woman talking on the tape. I just can't place it.
Seriously? Do you think you've met her before?
I don't know. I mean, I just got here recently. I don't know. Found another tape. It talks more about how George died.
What did it say?
It sounds like he was running for his life. Sprinting through trees and bushes, getting cut up all over.
What would drive someone to do that?
I'm not sure yet. There's also a tape about a toxicology report. There were no signs of drinking or that he was on anything.
What? But everyone said he went swimming drunk and drowned. It was in the newspaper and everything.
I found a written autopsy report.
What does it say?
According to that, it's just like you said at the start. George drowned after getting drunk. Said he liked to fight, too.
But that contradicts the tape.
I know. And I think I know why. There's a note with the report that says, "I'm sorry I made you do this, Virginia."
If it was on the autopsy report, then Virginia must be our coroner. Wait, the caller from earlier, when we had to call the takeout restaurants, wasn't her name Virginia?
We need to call her back once we finish down here. It looks like she might know something about what's going on. I found a tape that introduces a new detail to the story. Post-mortem injury. Apparently, his arm got caught in a car door.
A car door?
Yeah, after he died. How do you suppose they can tell?
How can they tell? I'm a radio producer, not a coroner.
In another tape, the coroner comes to the same conclusion as I did. George was running from something.
Maybe an animal?
Maybe, but then there's this next bit. where the coroner thinks he was moved post-death.
Moved the body? How weird.
At the end of the tape, someone burst in and demanded Virginia stop recording. I think it was Clive.
This is starting to make sense now. This is a conspiracy to cover up what happened to George.
I think I found Clive's last recording. I think Clive might be gone.
Gone?
I found a confession. Not for any killings, but for playing a part in covering up George's death. He left this behind in case he died. He hoped someone would find it.
Do you think the whistling man already got him?
Possibly. We've had a lot of callers tonight, but maybe not every victim made it to the phone, you know? We don't know how many there really are.
Christ, Forrest, that's dark.
I know, but Clive said he had read about other murders in other towns, and that the murders were all folks who knew about the incident. And the killings were getting closer to Gallows Creek. He said he wanted to do something good for once.
The board in his office. He wasn't tracking people down to kill them. He was tracking them down to save them. Ugh, why didn't he just come out with all of this?
He said his employer threatened his family if he spoke out about any of it.
His employer? The one who orchestrated the cover-up? Oh, Clive. I'm sorry for thinking you'd killed all those people. Do you think you found everything?
I think so.
Forrest, what's going on here?
Someone wanted that boy's death to seem like an accident. And they hired Clive to make it look that way.
Come back upstairs when you're ready. We need to figure out our next step.
Chin chin. ¿Qué habrá pasado aquí? Esto es más turbio de lo que parecía, ¿eh?
Thank God you're back, Forrest. I've been running out of stuff to pad our airtime with.
Peggy, you work in radio.
Forrest, I'm stressed. I mean, really. How are we supposed to keep a show going with all this happening?
Es nuestro
This is
trabajo.
our job, Peggy. We gotta do it.
You're right. So, what's the plan now?
I think we should call Virginia back.
All right, I'll get her on the line.
Hello again, Gallows Creek. This is Forrest Nash. We're circling closer to the truth behind tonight's events. To this end, we're calling back one of our earlier callers, Virginia Sullivan.
Muerta. Ya está muerta.
Fredman Plunker here? Who's this? Is it you? Goose.
Plunker, hey, it's the radio man, Forrest Nash.
Radio man? What's up?
Solving mysteries, saving lives. The huge.
Right on.
Plunker, what are you doing at Virginia's house?
She asked if we could stay to keep an eye out for that whistling turd. So we're hanging out, bro.
Well, that's big of you, Plunker.
No, it's nothing.
Can I speak to Virginia?
Sure thing, radio man. I'll just go get her.
Who is this?
Hey, Virginia, it's Forrest. I'm glad you're still okay.
Oh, Forrest. Sorry, I'm still jumpy.
Tenemos que
Sorry
hablar.
to hear that, but listen, hey, we need to talk.
What about?
We're calling because we think you can help us understand why this is happening tonight.
Me?
Entonces, a esta tía podríamos saber si hubiera muerto. O a lo mejor no estaba predestinada a morir. Si hubiera muerto, esta conversación no la tendríamos. O estaba predestinada a vivir directamente.
What would I know?
Does the name Clive mean anything to you?
Clive? No. I don't know that name. What are you asking about this for?
You mentioned that name earlier when you called us the first time.
I don't know what I said then. I was petrified, Forrest.
Clive's the janitor at our station, and we know you spoke to him in the past.
Forrest, please. You don't know what you're doing. He'll come for me.
Virginia, it's okay. Clive won't be coming after you.
We think Clive's dead.
Dead? But isn't he? He's the whistling man, Forrest.
We found evidence to the contrary.
But
It's true.
And we found your autopsy reports for George Barrow.
how? I saw him destroy them.
No.
Well, he didn't. I don't know if he kept them or made copies or what, but we found them. And we know it's related to what's happening tonight, which is why we called you. Why did you write a false report?
All right. One day, I came into work to find a boy on my slab. And as I finished the autopsy, this man, Clive, he just burst in. And he started making demands to give over the reports, to falsify what I found. Of course I said no. But, well, when someone wants to make you do something, they can use the carrot or the stick. For me, he used both. You see, my sister is sick. She has a chronic condition that's never going away. It's expensive to treat, and it was getting to where I couldn't afford it. And Clive promised me that his employer would pay for my sister's treatment
Hostia, normal.
if I did what he said. And that if I ever spoke about this, he'd beat me to within an inch of my life. I don't know why he had me do it, but my sister needed me. You have to understand. She needed me.
We understand.
Thank you, Virginia. That was brave.
God, I just want this nightmare to end.
This will help end it, Virginia. Thank you.
Stay safe, Virginia.
Vale, pero tampoco es que haya resuelto mucho.
So, Virginia's tied up in all of this.
Clive threatened her to keep quiet about George's death. But for who? Why cover up these details? We could try Sandra.
What would Sandra know?
I don't know, but we have to start somewhere. Anyway, just be careful when you're talking to her. Don't push too hard. We don't want her to hang up.
I'll be careful.
Alright, calling her now. Hopefully she's at her jazz studio.
Está llamando a todos los supervivientes.
Aha! Forrest, you're through.
Hello, this is Sandra at Jazz Pizzazz Jazz Studio. Who's this?
Hello again, Sandra! It's Forrest Nash of 189.16, The Stream. And you're live on air.
Oh, I always thought folks called into a radio show, not the other way around. How jazzy. What can I do for you?
Well, we're trying to understand what's behind the attacks tonight. We had a few questions.
Why, Forrest, of course. Heck, after the way you saved my life, I'd say yes to just about anything you asked.
Pero bien.
Really? Well, that sounds nice. I might just call you back tomorrow then, too.
You got my number. But what about tonight? Is there anything you want to talk about right now?
Remember why we called, Forrest.
Of course. Do you know why the Whistling Man might have targeted you?
Ha! As far as I could tell, he was just a knife-wielding psycho with superhuman cardio. He'd have chased after anybody.
Right. Well, we think he might be chasing specific people. People who know about the death of a boy named George.
Oh, I don't know anything about that. Sorry.
Ya está, ¿eh?
Have you had to keep quiet about anything? Any secrets you've had to keep?
What would I have to keep quiet about?
I don't know. I mean, could be that you've seen something or heard something.
I never saw anything.
Se está poniendo
If I
nerviosa.
did, what would that matter? And it was years ago.
¿No fue hace años?
Sandra, are you okay?
It was years ago.
We know, Sandra.
You do? You know that?
Yes. Of
Claro, lo
course.
sabemos.
This studio is my life. After I found the body in the river, I couldn't lose my studio. Do you understand?
Sure. I understand.
When the rent just kept going up, he said he'd stop if I just needed to keep quiet. And everything would be okay.
Sandra? Who was he?
He said if I told everyone I found the kid in the reservoir instead of the river, I'm sorry. I can't do this.
Mierda.
And she's gone. I don't think that could have gone any better. You truly did great, Forrest.
Well, folks, if anyone out there has any thoughts on what's going on tonight, please call in.
That's good timing. We've got a call waiting just this second.
Mierda.
Welcome to 189.16 The Scream, with me, your host, Forrest Nash.
Hi, Forrest. I know this is really out of the blue with everything happening tonight.
¿Este de las pizzas?
But I wondered if you could send a special birthday message to my uncle.
You want to do that now? Really?
Why? Of course now. It's his birthday. I won't have a chance to do it again until next year.
May as well, Forrest.
Fine. What's his name?
Thank you, Forrest. He's my Uncle Ronnie. His first name's Peter, but he never liked his name. But since he always had salt and pepper hair, even as a kid, can you believe it? Folks always called him Pepper.
Thanks
Pepe.
for the history lesson. Is there anything besides happy birthday you would like to say to Mr. Pepper? Oh my god damn it!
Yes! Tell him he can get the best birthday deals
Es que hijo de puta de las pizzas.
You son of a bitch! Stop calling us!
Puto de
Damn
las
it, Peggy,
pizzas de
this is
los...
your fault.
My fault?
I said I didn't want to do it.
Don't blame me because Brian Ponte can't control himself.
Ah.
Don't worry. We've already got another caller on the
Hijo de
line.
puta el de las pizzas de los
Just
huevos.
pick it up, okay?
This is 189.16 The Scream. I'm Forrest Nash. You're on the air, caller. Caller. Ponte?
Ponte's Pizza always delivers. Come rain or sleet or whistling man, we'll be there.
Corta.
Forrest? Forrest? Are you okay? Forrest?
I hope the whistling man gets him with his own pizza slicer.
Jesus, Forrest?
Sorry, that was
Te
too
lo
much.
juro, como me digan
It's
de
okay.
salvarlo.
It's been a
No lo
high-stress
salvo.
night. Don't worry about him anymore, okay? Not for tonight, anyway. I think he's spent for now. We've got another call, whenever you're ready.
Folks, don't spend your money at Ponte's Pizza. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Moving along, I'd like to welcome another caller to 189.16 The Scream. With me, Forrest Nash. Who, may I say, is calling?
Well, hello again, Forrest.
Dawn. Dawn? We played your song, Long Ride Home. Did you hear it? Can you tell us?
Never mind that now. First, I'm calling because I need your help.
Are you in danger?
I sure am.
Do you mean
Yes, he's after me now.
you?
I think so. He must have heard me on the radio helping you.
Right. Okay. Tell us everything.
I was out following a lead, trying to work out who would be next. after Chuck.
And what happened?
And I started to feel like I was being followed. I came back to my apartment building, but this newfangled security system has me locked out. I need you to help me get inside.
Can a neighbor let you in?
I only moved in last week. I don't know anybody yet. There's not even a buzzer here, only the keypad for the entry code. I need that code to get inside.
Which apartment block do you live in? Maybe one of our listeners lives there too.
It's the New Woodside apartment building between the town hall and the trailer park. But I doubt any of your listeners live there. I don't have many neighbors.
Sounds like a prime piece of real estate.
The sound really carries at night. Shit.
Is that a neighbor's dog?
Yes, it is. Boy, I wish he'd muzzle that thing and... Oh. And now he's blasting David Scopo out of his window. Listen, I can't get any... Don't sleep, man. He's coming down the street. I don't think he's seen me yet. Forrest, please. I need your help. I need the code for that security system, or I'm gonna die.
What's your neighbor's name?
I don't know my neighbors, remember? Please, I need to get in.
What's the name of the security system?
There's a sticker on the box. It says Starling Security 4000. There's a keypad, and it looks like it wants a 6-digit number.
Hecho, Starling tal, Starling Securities y 6 dígitos.
Thank you, Forrest.
Yeah, of course. Don't worry, Don.
Thank you, Forrest. I knew I could count on you. I'll sit out of sight. Call me back soon.
All right, folks. Here's a little tune for you all to enjoy while I try to break Dawn into her apartment.
¿Me habla o...?
A classic back by popular demand. This is Long Ride Home by the Barn Finds. You were pretty quiet there, Peggy.
Forrest, was it just me, or was there something...
Yeah, it wasn't just you. Something was weird about that.
Yeah, well, tell you what, we have a Starling 4000 or whatever here at KFAM. Clive bought one for the station. Maybe we can find something to help. Well, I'm not sure who, but to help someone.
Okay, so she's locked out of the Woodside Apartments, and somewhere, Clive probably has the papers for the Starling 4000.
Sí, antes lo hemos tenido en las manos, creo. A ver, ¿dónde he tirado yo las cosas? Creo que la he cogido por el final.
Starling 4000, user manual. Ah, these codes should come in handy.
A ver. Código de acceso. Coño, no sé. ¿No? ¿Dónde estaban? Aquí. Apartamentos Woodside.
Welcome back, Forrest. Find anything?
The Starling 4000 security manual. It's got a bunch of codes.
Good. And did you find anything else?
Nothing, except the manual.
All right. Well, I'll get Dom back on the line then, Forrest. I'll let you take it from here.
Thanks, Peggy.
When you're ready, shut the music off.
Les voy a apuntar.
Okay, Forrest, shut the music off.
Espérate, Peggy, coño.
Time to turn the music off.
Coño, que te esperes, Penny. Y voy a poner el de
Okay,
las...
Forrest, shut the music off.
Espérate, Penny, hostia.
When you're ready, shut the music off. Line 1, whenever you're ready.
Don, are you there? This is Forrest Nash from 189.16, The Scream.
Oh, thank God you're back. I've been so afraid. What's the code to the gate?
The code is 715914.
Thank you, Forrest.
¿Esa risita?
Forrest, what did we do?
I don't know, actually. Guess we'll find out.
Forrest, there's another call coming in.
Evening, caller. You're live on...
Forrest! The psycho's somewhere in the roller rink, dude. I just saw a shadow. Goddamn, how do you even get in?
Hostia, qué cabrones, ¿eh?
You've gotta help me, man.
Forrest.
Maxie, no! Come back. I can't find my rifle, man. It's... I don't want to hurt anybody, but I can't let anything happen to... Maxie!
Hostia, qué hijo de puta.
Maxie! You didn't do anything wrong!
Thanks again, Forrest.
Oh, God, poor Ricky.
Okay, Gallows Creek. Here's some music while we process what
Yeah.
just happened. I better put a record on.
So, the whistling man is a woman?
I know. I can't believe it.
She called up. You spoke to her multiple times.
I thought she was just regular Gallows Creek strange.
Really, Forrest? Why do you think she requested that song?
To get me outside?
Maybe, but how? She didn't know the song was outside to start with.
That's right. She never actually attacked me out there.
So? What now?
I guess I should make an announcement. We do have new info.
Okay, kill the music and you can make the announcement. Okay, you're live in 3, 2...
Hey folks, this is Forrest Nash here. I hope you're all safely locked inside. For those of you listening to that last call, you might be wondering what to make of it all. Here's our take. We now believe the killer is actually a woman. One who might manipulate you into letting her in before she attacks you. We're neighbors. Look out for each other and stay safe. The killer was calling themselves Dawn. This could be a fake name. If anyone needs help or you have info on the killer, please call in. You folks have my new number, right? It's 911. Hopefully, our next caller can help shed some light on our killer.
Hey, we had a call come in.
Okay, folks, time to take a call.
No sé por qué me da la sensación de que Dawn, ¿vale? Es un nombre falso, ¿vale? Como lo acabo de decir. Y que sea la hermana de George Barrow.
We have a call waiting.
This is Forrest Nash, and you're listening.
Please help me. My name is Casey Moore. I'm at 25 Nancy Drive. My best friend's been stabbed. He's bleeding everywhere. I don't know what to do. Please help me.
Easy. Take a breath. Relax.
Okay. We'd been out at the reservoir. We were heading back to his place when we heard this whistling all of a sudden. He just started freaking out. He screamed at me, told me to hide. I'd never seen him like that, and I just panicked and ran and hid in a bush.
Oh no. Forrest.
Then what happened?
He went up the road and talked to someone. I couldn't really hear or see anything. It sounded like he might have known the person, and they just stabbed him.
Casey, was he talking to a woman?
I don't know. They had a mask and wore all black. That's all I know. Please, we need help here.
I'll get you help, but I need to know. Where did the masked person go?
They left him to bleed out. I waited until they were gone, then dragged him into the garage and called 911.
Wait, why didn't she make sure he was dead?
I don't know. I think I heard them say something like, "It's not so funny now, is it?" Before they left, but please, he needs to get to the hospital. I can't drive, so we need an ambulance.
Forrest, the ambulance was destroyed in the explosion at the gas station. You should get all the info you can.
Can you tell us where your friend was stabbed?
They stabbed him in the stomach, and then stabbed him again in his leg when he was on the ground, and it's... Oh, the knife is still there in his leg!
What's your friend's name, Casey?
It's Jason Parker.
We'll be right back. Peggy, patch us through to the hospital.
On it. Phoning St. Gabriel's now. Switch to line 2.
Hello, St. Gabriel's Hospital. How can I help you?
Hi, this is Forrest Nash from 189.16. We have a stab victim at 25 Nancy Drive named Jason Parker. He's been stabbed in the stomach and the leg. He's bleeding heavily.
Oh God, I'm sorry. With the ambulances, well, you know.
I know, but please, we need something or he's going to die.
Forrest, listen, you're going to have to get him here. We need to see him and we can't get there ourselves right now.
We don't have any way to drive him right now. And even if we did, he's bleeding out fast.
All right, listen. We need to buy him time to get here. That means stopping the blood first, and then finding someone to stabilize him. To stabilize him, you really need someone with first aid training. Do either of you have any?
No.
Me neither.
Damn it. I'm really sorry about this, but I have other patients who can't wait. All I can do is talk you through the procedure as quick as I can, and then leave the rest to you. You think you can handle that?
A ver. Primer paso, segundo, tercero. Vamos a ver.
Hit me. I'm sure we can handle it.
Okay, from the top. If he's bleeding out, then you need to get him comfortable and try to stem the bleeding. Lay him down. Apply continuous pressure directly to the affected areas.
Vale.
When the bleeding slows, get a clean cloth of some kind and hold it over the wounds.
Get them comfortable. Apply pressure.
Te la limpia.
Clean cloths when slowed. Got it, I think.
You said he was stabbed, right? If the object he was stabbed with is still in him, don't take it out. It's stopping the worst of the bleeding right now. If anything, you should secure it so it stays where it is.
Es que no lo iba a sacar.
I wouldn't have thought of that. It makes sense, though. God, that was a lot of info. But I think we can handle this.
Glad you got it so far, because there's more to go.
I'm still with you, Doc. What else do we need to know?
If he's lost a lot of blood, he may enter shock. If he does, act fast. If you applied a cloth and it's bleeding through, don't remove it. Just apply another on top of it. If it's safe, elevate his legs to get blood circulating to his vital organs. Try to keep him warm. Get him to rest and reassure him. We need the patient to stay calm.
Vale. Tela sobre la tela. Levantar piernas. Y calentar. Calentar y tranquilizarlo.
All right, don't replace bandages. Elevate his legs. Keep him warm and calm. This is a lot.
I'm really sorry. That's as much as I can give you right now. Try to stop the bleeding. Find someone to get him stabilized, and get him here as quick as you can. Good luck.
All right, Forrest. Casey's still on line 1.
Vale.
Hello? Hello, Forrest, are you there?
Casey, I have bad news. We're on our own for now.
Oh, no. No. Jason! Why the hell didn't I do anything?
No, Casey, you did the right thing. We got advice from somebody at St. Gabriel's. We're gonna talk you through this.
Oh, thank God! I've been putting pressure on his stomach wound since you left. But he's still bleeding. I don't know what to do.
That's good, Casey. The nurse said to do that.
What about the knife in his leg? It's gotta be hell. Should I pull it out?
No,
don't touch the knife. The bleeding will get worse if you pull it out.
Are you sure? I'm sorry. I'm gonna stop making suggestions.
No, don't worry, Casey. We're a team here. We're all going to get Jason through this. Casey, is his leg wound bleeding right now?
I hate looking at that knife. Yeah. It's bleeding. His stomach is worse, though.
All right. I think we need to leave that knife alone.
All right. I'll just keep putting pressure on his stomach for now.
Forrest, can I have a word?
Casey, I'm gonna have a quick word with Peggy. Keep putting that pressure on and let us know when the bleeding is under control. You're doing great.
But what if something happens?
We'll still be here. Just shout if you need anything, and we'll be there. Promise.
Okay. I'll wait. Jason, please be okay.
What's up, Peggy?
We can't stay on the line with her all night. Dawn is still out there. What if other people need us?
You're right. She's probably on her way to her next target right now.
Exactly. And you heard the nurse. We need someone there with training who can stabilize him. He's got to get to the hospital somehow.
Could somebody nearby help them? Maybe drive them to the hospital?
You know, that's exactly what I was wondering.
Do you have anybody in mind?
I might. A little before you started working here, KFAM did a mandatory first aid training course. Me and Karen missed it because we were away on a producer getaway.
You skipped it, didn't you? Never mind. So, how does KFAM's first aid course help us?
Casey said they're at 25 Nancy Drive, right?
Yeah? Why?
They put up a bunch of cheap houses around there about 10 years ago. So a bunch of people here at the station live around there.
Do you think any of them could help Casey and Jason?
Probably, but I don't know who lives there. And since I missed the training day, I don't know who knows first aid.
Could you call them and ask?
I don't know everybody's numbers. I've only ever called Karen. Everybody's personnel info is probably in Reggie's office.
Got it. I'll look through their files in Reggie's office. It's a life or death situation. I'm sure they won't mind.
Right. But there are a couple of problems with that.
Go on.
It's sensitive information, so Reggie probably locked it in his safe.
Great. Great. Do you have any idea what the combo for the safe could be?
Not a clue. Reggie's a serial note-taker, though. Maybe something in his office will give it away. Right. There is something else.
¿Qué más?
I'm not gonna like this, am I?
Have you ever heard, the future is floppy?
Peggy, what the hell are you talking about?
I'm talking about floppy disks. Floppy disks are like these futuristic things that have information on them. You put them in a computer and they do something.
Peggy, I know what a floppy disk is.
Anyway, Reggie decided that the future is floppy and started phasing out our physical records and replacing them with these floppy disks. I imagine it's the same for our personnel files.
That's good to know. Since we haven't heard anything from Casey, I'm guessing Jason's okay for now. I'll check out Reggie's office and see what I can find.
You'll need a key for that. I'll just slide it under my door now.
Thanks, Peggy.
Pero hija mía, ¿pero que tú qué tienes? ¿Todas las putas llaves o qué?
Good. I'll patch my mic down to the office, so you'll hear me over the intercom.
Looks like I need a 4-digit code.
Fecha muy importante. Recordar que el cumpleaños de Reggie es el 10 del 9, no el 9 del 10. El año pasado fue un desastre. Vale, entonces debe ser 10-9. Un es Reginald Scott, ¿vale? Claro, si estás leyendo esto, deja de robarme las notitas. Preguntar a Jenny por las cintas. Llevan demasiados retrasos. Tengo que escribir el documento de presentación. Buen título, ¿eh? Reponer la maceta del villano.
Could this be it?
A ver, cortes profundos, alto secreto. A ver, un repartidor de pizza asesino que mata con un cortapizzas. Deja que te corte un cacho. A ver, la aterradora es que nunca reparte pizzas. ¿Qué le pasó al anterior repartidor? Tal vez pueda meterlo como el novio protagonista. El evento sucede el 7 del 11, una fecha muy importante para la ciudad. 7 del 11. Importante que la ciudad, la gran reunión de gansos es un evento. La reunión de gansos aparece. En la lista principal hay que matar a los seres queridos de Megan a lo largo de la película, como en H3. Pero más aterrador. 7 del 11. Ahí habrían 3 números, pero podría ser 0, 0, 7, 11. 0, 7, 11. No. A ver, 1009. Voy a poner 1009. Ah. 18-10-85. Esta fecha es muy importante. La combinación de la caja fuerte, pero...
Hey, Peggy, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Did you find what we need?
I can't figure out how to get into this stupid safe.
No worries. We still have a little time. Reggie writes almost everything down somewhere. I'd recommend you start reading.
I'll have a look around. You're probably right. I'll let you know when I find something, or don't.
Tengo que escribir el documento, buen título.
Nope, that's not working. Must be something else.
0910.
Nope, that's not working. Must be something else.
Claro. Si tú te fijas, ¿vale? No es 7:11, es 11:07. Porque ya sabéis que los americanos ponen antes el mes que el día. Puede ser eso, ¿no? 11:07. Hijos de puta, ¿eh? Te fijas en lo del castellano y es que en realidad no, es... Tienes que hacerlo con el este americano. La madre, me he cagado. John Hedges, locutor de informativo. Nacimiento. John se ha negado a colaborar en el instructor de primeros auxilios durante el curso, ya sé que fue un médico de guerra, pero la política de la emisora... John tiene un montón de equipo médico en su casa, consiguió el... John. Voy a decirle a John que no puede comerse las muestras gratuitas que Bradley.
Hey Peggy, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Did you find what we need?
I think I know who our best bet is to help Casey and Jason.
All right, good work. Who should I...
Hello? Is anybody there? Please pick up.
Casey, I'm here. What's wrong?
Jason started going pale. I tried to get him to rest, but he just threw up everywhere. What's happening? What do I do?
God, it sounds like he's going into shock. Casey, just stay calm. It's going to be okay.
But the bleeding seemed to slow down. Did I mess up? Jason, I'm sorry.
Casey, calm down. You've done
Lo has hecho
everything
bien, lo has
right.
hecho bien, tranquila.
I need you to listen to me, okay? For Jason.
What did the nurse say to do about shock?
Casey, I need you to elevate Jason's legs. We need to get the blood flowing to his vital organs.
Got it. Jason, stay with me. I'm just gonna move you. This might hurt. Okay. I propped his legs up on some boxes.
I'm looking at my notes. We need to get Jason as warm and comfortable as possible. Do you have anything you could use nearby, Casey?
Yeah.
Bueno, Freeman.
I still have some laundry next to me. I'll wrap him in some blankets. Just give me a second. Sorry.
Bueno, si Jimmy está vivo.
Sorry. I'm done. You're gonna be okay, Jason. Just relax now, okay? Forrest, I'm scared. He's not doing well. Is he gonna...
Casey, I need you to be strong for Jason. Sit with him and reassure him that everything's gonna be okay. Okay?
Okay. But please, I can't give him what he needs. Please, help. I can't lose him.
All right, Forrest, we need to hurry. Jason doesn't sound like he's doing too well. You said you knew who to call earlier? Who was it?
We need to call John Hedges. He lives on Nancy Drive. He didn't really participate in the first aid training, but he's a former war medic. He's probably the most trained person we have.
Really? I never really spoke to him before. A war medic, huh?
Yeah, and according to Reggie's notes, John keeps all of his old equipment at his house. He's something of a hoarder.
All right. What's his number?
5420735.
Calling now. Let's hope he picks.
Who the hell is this calling me? What time is it?
John, it's Forrest Nash here at KFAM. We have an emergency and we need your help.
Forrest? If this is a work emergency, then it can wait until the goddamn morning. Just leave me a note like everybody else.
A man has been stabbed by the Whistling Man, or... Never mind. He's lost a lot of blood, and he's passed out. We need you to help him.
The Whistling Man? What kind of joke is this?
John, we're not kidding. A man is gonna die if we don't help him right now.
Seriously? I haven't been called on for over 10 years. Where's the patient? What's his condition?
He's at 25 Nancy Drive. I think we got his friend to stem the bleeding, but he's gone into shock. He's passed out right now.
You say he was stabbed? Do you know the extent of his injuries?
From what we were told, he has 2 major stab wounds. One to the stomach and one to the leg. The knife is still in his leg, and the stomach wound is open.
Understood. Let me grab a few supplies and I'll head right over. Damned if he dies on my watch.
Thank you, John. We'll let him know you're on your way.
Good luck.
Hello, Casey. Are you there? How are we doing?
Bad. Jason seemed really weak and then just started thrashing.
What about now? Is he still thrashing?
He's passed out. Please tell me you found someone to help.
Casey, help is on the way. My colleague will be there soon.
You hear that, Jason? Someone is coming. You're gonna be just fine. Just hold on for me, okay? Just hold on.
Come on.
Hello, Casey. This is John Hedges. I'm here about Jason. Please let me in. I'm guessing that's Jason there. Casey, I'm gonna need your help. Forrest, Peggy, don't you two worry. We've got this from here.
Okay. Forrest, we'll call you back later. I have to go now.
Good luck, everyone. God, I hope he's gonna be all right.
And with that, the show moves on. We're sending our best wishes to Jason. Well, after all that excitement, I think we could use some music.
Come back upstairs when you're ready.
¿Ya puedo salir? Sí. El cabrón tiene ahí, te pone en tensión, ¿eh? Hijo de puta.
It's getting pretty late. This might be your last break for the night, so try to enjoy it. Give me a buzz when you want to go back on air.
Yeah.
Let's roll.
You got it. We've got another call coming through, too. Okay, Forrest, shut the music off. Oh, we have another call coming in, but hang on.
What's up, Peggy? Peggy?
You're gonna want to take this call off the air.
Who is it?
Just do it.
All right, folks, it's time for another track. Here's one to help you sit back and relax. We'll be right back after this. Here comes one of my favorites. I hope this is good news, Peggy. Who have we got?
Find out for yourself on line 1.
Es down.
Hello?
Forrest, I'm glad I got back through to you. Sounds like it's been a busy night, huh?
Es Leslie.
Surprise! It's Leslie, our 911 operator.
Aquí, eres una gilipollas.
To come save us. It's so good to hear from you. Are you okay?
We're doing okay. Sarah and I are both happy to be headed back home.
We're happy to have you too. Wait, Sarah?
Oh, yeah, I mean Deputy Martinez. Anyway, we got back into radio range a little while ago. We've been listening in, but haven't been able to get through until now.
Ever since you found Sheriff Matthews, it's only gotten worse. It's been a long night.
Well, it shouldn't be too much longer now. I'm glad I got through to you. I wanted to let you all know what's going on. I made it to Henderson. Turns out somebody had cut the phone lines, and they had no idea what was happening. After I told them, well, their sheriff sent a goddamn squad back with me to stop this.
That's great news. That's crazy about the phone lines, though. Do you think the whistling man cut them?
I'm guessing so. I don't know how the whistling man did it. But that doesn't matter right now. Listen, we're coming in hot, but we need your help. I know Gallows Creek isn't a big town, but if we don't know where the whistling man is, we can't get him. Her. That's where you come in.
¿Qué
Count on
necesitas?
us. What do you need?
It might be a long shot, but here goes. The whistling man already called up a few times. I bet she calls again. We're still a little ways out of town, so if she calls, stall her. Buy as much time as you can for us to get in. And while you're talking to her, try to figure out where she is. We'll be listening in, so once her location is known, we'll head straight there and end this nightmare.
I'll do my best.
I know you will. Heck, I
Sí,
can see the
vimos la
headlines
peli.
now. Forrest Nash's interview of a lifetime. Anyway, I'll radio the other cars and tell them the plan is a go. Hopefully the next time I see you, it'll be with our killer behind bars. Take care now.
We'll see you soon, Leslie. Oh, thank God. It sounds like this is almost over. We're nearly through this.
I hope you're right. The sooner this is over, the better.
I am right. Trust me. Anyway, we should get you back on air. Taking callers is the only way to see this through. Time to turn the music off. Bringing you back live now.
Welcome back to The Scream with me, Forrest Nash. The line is lit up, but before I get to our next caller, I just want to say, things are looking up. It's almost over. But for now, let's bring in our next caller. Evening, caller. This is Forrest Nash.
Hello, Forrest. This is John Hedges. I'm here with Casey. I wanted to give you an update on Jason.
John! Is he gonna be okay?
He's a fighter. He'll be fine. We've got him stabilized and resting in a bed. We're preparing to move him to the hospital.
Thank you so much. If you hadn't been there, then... God, I don't even want to think about what would have happened.
Of course, Casey. We're just happy he's okay.
John, Casey, you two did all the work. Tell Jason to get well soon from us, whenever he's up for it.
Well, why don't you tell him yourself?
Is this Forrest?
The one and only. I hope you're feeling better.
It's good to hear you, Jason. How are you?
Oh, well, you know. I've got a hole in my stomach, and there's a knife in my
Y el
leg.
cuchillo en la pierna.
John gave me something to take the edge off. So, I might feel even better than either of you. Oh.
Take it easy until you get to St. Gabriel's.
I will. But, before that, I needed to call you. I'm guessing the whistling man is still out there?
Yep. As far as we know, anyway.
I was worried you'd say that. God damn it.
Actually, I'm glad you called. I wanted to talk to you about what happened earlier.
go for it.
Casey said when you were attacked, your assailant said something like, "It's not so funny now." Do you know what they meant?
I do. And I've heard that voice every day in my head for almost 20 years.
Every day? Does the killer live in Gallows Creek?
No, not exactly.
Hey, guys, I'm really sorry, but there's a call on the other line. I just need to make sure we don't have another situation brewing. You fill Jason in on what happened. I'll be right back.
Forrest, have you ever heard of somebody called George Barrow?
The boy who drowned?
Sounds like...
A ver, a mí la película me pareció... película del montón, ¿vale? En un par de días, pues, la gente se ha olvidado de esa película. Supongo que los libros, pues, a ver... Los libros, toda la gente que he escuchado que se lo ha leído, dicen que el libro es tremendísimo. Bueno, los 3 libros son la polla. Pero después la gente que ha visto la película y se ha leído los libros, dicen que la película es... vamos, una mierda. Así, fácil. ¿Sabes? Fácilmente una mierda. A mí me pareció regular. Pero claro, la gente que es fan del libro te va a decir que la película es una mierda. A mí es que al principio me pareció bastante... que se podría haber llevado de otra manera. Me pareció pesada al principio. Me pareció súper pesada al principio. Los momentos con zombies estaban bien. Molaban. Pero no sé, se podría haber llevado de otra manera. Sí, no, a ver, se agradece que intenten llevarla, ¿vale? Pero claro, el hecho de que a lo mejor no tengas un presupuesto alto, ¿vale? Que no tengas un presupuesto alto para recrear todo bien, aunque lo has recreado porque te has ido a los mismos lugares, ¿sabes? No te has ido muy lejos, has ido a los mismos lugares. Pero a lo mejor al no tener tanto presupuesto, pues a lo mejor eso es lo que le ha pasado. Y yo creo, y en esto todos creo que estuvimos de acuerdo, que si se hubiera hecho una serie, hubiera estado mucho mejor. No, hombre, yo te digo que el momento con la moto, yo digo, mata al gato. El gato muere el gato. Tal como estaba yendo con la moto, yo, muere. Porque iba derrapando ahí en lugares que decías, chacho, ¿quieres parar? Que llevas un gato? Que vas derrapando como si fuera de rally. Y no le perseguían nada, que no le perseguían ni los zombies ni nada, que el pavo iba normal. Pues derrapando por todas las curvas. ¡Guau! Y decía, pero, tío, que te calmes, que llevas un gato detrás. El pavo ahí, ¡guau! A tope. En el libro no sé si esto estará, pero vamos, en la película decían, mata al gato. El gato aparece estampado en un costado de la caja de transportín. Ha pegado. Ahí ha pegado el gato.
Everything's finally coming out now. It's been tough to hold it all in.
Sounds like you've been holding back about something awful, Jason.
I'm part of the reason my best friend is dead, Forrest. And the few who knew about it said if I ever said anything, I'd find myself in jail. For a long time. It was hell. And then the town just moved on. Like he'd never existed.
Who killed George that night?
Some of the guys on the football team had an idea for a way we could haze the newcomers. We decided to plan a party in the woods and have the whistling man crash it. It was stupid. We each had a role. I was the stabbed friend. At the party that night, I left the group for a second. met our whistling man. Pretended to get stabbed in front of everyone. Started an almighty panic. Those screams. That was the last time I saw or heard George alive.
How did George die, Jason?
I don't know. I was playing dead. But when I heard her scream...
Her?
Yeah. George's girl.
Do you remember who she was?
Yeah. He called her Bean. I heard her again tonight, Forrest. Her name was...
What? What happened? Are we still on air?
No, we're not. Seems like the power is completely gone.
How do we get it back on?
I don't, we can use the emergency generator down in the basement. Reggie picked it up a while ago in case we ever needed to do an emergency broadcast.
An emergency broadcast?
Emergency? You know, nuclear war, alien attack, broadcasting a serial killer's location to the cops.
That's it.
Fair point.
It's in the storage area in the far back corner, up on the wall. You might have spotted it earlier when you were digging around for all those tapes. It'll have a big red button. Just press that. I'll see you when you're back.
A mí Rec 1 me flipó muchísimo. Bueno, ya te lo dije. Que Rec 1 me flipó muchísimo.
Far back corner. Why is this station so big?
Estaba por aquí. Por aquí, por aquí, por aquí. Bajábamos. Tiene que ser esto.
That must be it. Boom! We've got power. The whistling man. I need to warn Peggy. Peggy, are you there? Are you... Peggy? I need to get back upstairs.
¿Y si Peggy también es? ¿Dónde acecha? Es la de los embichados, ¿no? ¿Teresa? Peliculón.
What the hell? What? Why is it locked? Oh no. Peggy! Where'd you go? No way. This can't be happening. A call. Where's Peggy, Don?
Have some patience, Forrest. It's almost the end of the night. Almost the end of the show. But it's not over just yet. Got a little time still. So let's make the most of it.
All right, let's.
I'm happy to hear that.
Huh?
I thought we'd end tonight's Whistling Man special with a special guest. The one who started it all. Oh, let me take that out of your mouth and...
You crazy bitch! Let me go!
Welcome to the air, Mr. Teddy Gallows Jr.
Wait.
It's all gonna come out tonight, Teddy. Your daddy and his money saved you 20 years ago.
Puede ser que... Ya. Esta sea Peggy.
Wait, where the hell is Teddy? How are you talking to him if you're here with me?
Because I'm not there with you, Forrest. I'm here with Teddy. And if he says where that is, well, he knows he'll get it.
Wait, then who am I looking at?
Forrest Nash, let me introduce you and all of Gallows Creek to my boy, Henry Barrow.
Hi, Henry. Nice to meet you.
Don't mind him. He's just shy.
So there were 2 whistling men tonight. Of course. That explains how you were always able to get around town so quickly.
Hang on. Did you say Barrow? Then are you?
Let me just get this mask off.
Buenas, Iker. Así que vas con clase de mi sobrino.
Damn uncomfortable thing. No wonder Mooney went crazy wearing this. There we go.
Un saludo, Iker.
Marie Campbell? George's old girl. Oh, well, it sure has been years since I last saw it.
No me jodas la
God
mierda.
damn it.
Where are you going with all of this?
Everyone's gonna know now what Teddy did. He killed George that night. This night. 20 years ago.
Listen to me. You...
You're gonna talk when I talk to you. And not a moment before. Meanwhile, Forrest, I'm gonna give you the chance to talk. You're gonna help me reveal what really happened to George all those years ago.
¿De acuerdo?
Okay, Marie. I'll do it.
Good. Then let's talk about the night George was murdered.
Murdered? Listen,
Cálmate.
I said you speak when you're spoken to. Now, I know you've done some good work tonight in piecing together what happened to George 20 years ago, and that's why I want you to interview us.
Vale.
Interview you. All right. I can do that.
Thank you. I want you to help me and Teddy tell the story, Forrest. Do a good job. And hell, you might be the only one to leave here alive.
Hombre, es lo primero que quiero, salir vivo. Yo no quiero morir aquí.
I need to drag this out. If I can buy Leslie time to get back to Gallows Creek, and if I can find out where Marie is, then this can end. Teddy, we'll start with you. Just, talk me through what happened that night. How did it start?
How would I know? It was 20 years ago.
Teddy, cálmate.
Teddy, be honest with me or we're both going to die.
Honest? Forrest, I'm trapped here with a psycho.
Yo también soy normal.
What the hell? God damn it. Okay. Our first team party was coming up. And when I saw the date it was scheduled for, I had an idea for a way we could prank the new guys.
I understand that kids in Gallows Creek know tonight as Whistling Night. I'm guessing that's what you mean?
didn't have a name for it then. It was just the night that Mooney went missing. But Whistling Night is what they'd call it later.
Wait. You mean this was the first Whistling Night?
Keep talking, Teddy.
We went up near Whistling Point. God, who was there? Me, Jason, and George, of course. But George didn't come alone. He brought Marie. About midway through the night, we put the prank into action.
We looked up at the trees and saw Jason there, bloody, like he'd just been stabbed. And the Whistling Man, screaming. George and I and Ricky, we got left behind.
Wait. Ricky was there? Roller Ricky?
He was. And he was in on the whole thing.
Is that true, Teddy? Did you tell him?
What? No, he...
You two were as close as anybody. I don't believe for a second you didn't tell him. Ricky told us. If he just told us, he and George would both be alive still.
Well, if Ricky weren't dead, we could have heard his side of the story.
It was just a stupid prank.
How can you still say it was just a prank?
Oh, come on.
A ver, ahora mismo... Ahora mismo me siento identificado con el asesino. Siendo sincero, ahora mismo me siento identificado con el asesino. Ya os lo he dicho que a partir de cierta edad empiezas a sentirte identificado con el asesino de matar a jóvenes. Pues ahora mismo me siento identificado con el asesino de cárgatelo. Por tu puta estupidez de broma, murió un chaval. Así que, mátalo.
Damn it!
You made George think Jason had been murdered. He thought his best friend was dead.
And so tonight you stabbed him for real?
It's the role he wanted to play.
Jason's still alive, Marie. He was with a friend. We talked her through how to stop the bleeding, and got him professional help just in time.
Oh. Well, shame he didn't have the
A
good
ver,
sense to die earlier.
a ver, Forrest, tú también podías...
Enough about him. He and George took off running, but somehow we got separated in the woods. I ended up near the bottom of Whistling Point, and when I noticed George wasn't with me, I panicked. And then, I don't know how he snuck up on me, but the Whistling Man grabs me. I scream, and he starts laughing, telling me it's just a joke.
I could stall for time here. Who was it, Marie? Who was the Whistling Man?
I suddenly recognized it was Chuck.
Chuck Brody.
Chuck Brody was the Whistling Man, laughing away. But then he stops, and he's looking up at the top of Whistling Point.
What was he looking at? Teddy, what happened next?
Nothing. I mean, it was just...
Teddy?
George fell off Whistling Point.
How do you know what happened?
I saw it.
You pushed him. You were up there. You were dressed as the Whistling Man too, and
I didn't push him, God damn it! I just chased him up there and he kept backing up.
Se me ha quedado parado el chat. Vale, ahora sí.
When I saw he was about to go over, I reached out. That's what you saw.
You liar.
It's not my fault. He didn't know it was a joke. If he'd had any brains, he would have realized. Ugh. You bitch. No one's going to believe this. After all you did.
If she's lying, why the cover-up?
My future was at stake, Nash. You know what it's like. People like us are bred for bigger things. I'm going to be the mayor of this town, Forrest. And then governor. And then, who knows? What happened that night was tragic. It should never have happened. But it was a mistake. It was just a stupid joke gone wrong. So my father sent Clive out.
Por cierto, en la comunidad, en la pestaña de comunidad de YouTube, ¿vale? Tenéis una encuesta para cuál queréis que juguemos mañana. Bueno, cuál queréis que empecemos mañana.
To clean it up. Why should a blip ruin my future?
George was a blip?
He wasn't a blip, Marie.
His father covered it up from there. I searched for George's body all night, but
Sandra found him the next morning while out jazz running.
she found him in the river, but she lied about that to protect Teddy.
She said something about her rent going up, unless she... Teddy, did your father own Sandra Sharp's dance studio?
It's Gallows Creek, not Sharp Creek.
I'd
Responde.
answer the question if I were you, Teddy.
Yes, okay. We own most of the town.
That's it then. Your father was going to run her out of business, unless she lied and said she found him in the reservoir instead of the river.
What my father did in his business dealings is nothing to do with me.
The false reports. That's why you killed Sheriff Matthews too, isn't it, Maria? Not just to get him out of the way, but...
Everyone was in on it, Forrest. Even the coroner wrote a fake report. Said George was drinking. That he just got himself into trouble. And
Fake report? I only heard the tapes.
you'd be disgusted by it.
For all it's worth, Virginia didn't have much of a choice. She had a sick sister whose treatments she couldn't afford. She played along with the gallows to save her sister's life. And her own.
Even still, she should have told the truth. I did my part. I tried everything I could think of. I even went to the newspaper, but no. That coward killed the story. But Maurice Russell is dead now.
You've been through hell, Marie. I'm sorry.
You've got no idea. Never should have started. He shouldn't have pushed my George off a cliff. He should have been punished. It's coming to a stop. At least for now. Here, where George and I first met, before he joined your football team, was right after he shot the winning throw.
Wait a sec. You're at the football field.
Jesus Christ! Forrest, you idiot! We're in the gym at Gallows Creek High!
I told you not to do that.
Wait!
He's dead too now, isn't he?
He is. Anyway, I think that about wraps up the interview with Teddy. So,
Marie? Where? Oh my god.
Peggy!
Teddy!
Peggy, it's been so long since I've seen your face. I worried you wouldn't come. And here I was,
sister. Peggy, what's happening? Why are you even there?
Want to explain, Peggy?
Earlier, while you were speaking to Jason, I got a call. Do you remember? Well, it was from Dawn. She said that my sister Marie was there that night George died, and that I should come to the gym for a reunion.
And when you walked in, you found out
That my sister
Madre mía, que...
the whistling man.
Good to see you too, Peggy.
why didn't you tell me any of this?
She said that it was my last chance to see my sister. I knew if I told you, you'd try to stop me or come with me when we need you on the radio, and I just...
I'm sorry. This has to be a lot for you.
I just... What happened to you, Marie? You just disappeared one day.
Disappeared? I was thrown out, Peggy. I begged Mom and Dad to do something about what happened that night, but did they care? No, they told me to stay quiet. They only cared when they learned I'd been with George. And
Marie, I'm so sorry. I never knew.
it's not your fault. Really, it's Mom and Dad I should be seeing right now. But since they're dead and gone, well, I'll have to settle for the next best thing.
Don't. Marie, listen to me. You don't have to do this.
Someone has to pay for what they did.
Marie, please.
Mom and Dad are gone, Peggy. Besides, you forgot me. Just like the rest. You forgot.
Is there any way I could prove Peggy didn't forget Marie? Marie, Peggy never forgot about you.
Keep your mouth shut.
She kept a card from you. She kept it here on her desk.
What card?
The card you made me for my 8th birthday.
What does it say then?
Happy birthday, Peg. Now you're great and 8. Love, M.
Ese prime ahí, necesita.
Never forgot you. Well, no one's gonna forget now.
Peggy, no!
¡Ay, por culo!
Henry, kill him.
Henry, you don't have to do this. There's still time to make the right decision.
Henderson police! Freeze! No! Henry! Get out of there!
Henderson police! Freeze!
No me dejan pasar, ahora sí.
Forrest.
Leslie, how's Peggy?
She. Oh my god.
Peggy, where's Marie?
Gone. Bolted right as we got here. The police are right on her heels. Won't be long now. It's over, Forrest.
¡Y se acabó! Podría haberlo salvado casi todos, Bueno, casi todos, ¿no? A ver, han muerto 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 y 8.
One suspect is in custody.
No sé. Hombre, pues de todos los que hay, matar, que mueran 8, oye, no está mal. Que podía haber salvado más, ¿eh? Abre la puerta para emitir el epílogo y los créditos. Entonces no, porque no me salgo. Bueno, eso de segunda vuelta para que verlo. En el pico del silbido. A la sospechosa en el pico del silbido. Te va a tirar. Ahora cuando se acabe, ahora cuando se acabe. Ahora cuando... Ahora cuando se acabe el... ¿Qué tal? Ya digo mis opiniones. Sí. Pero esto también pasaba. Uy. ¿Habéis visto? Cuando habéis visto? Ha saltado. Ha pasado algo como por delante de la... Es una palomilla. A ver, el... Pobre Peggy, ¿eh? ¿Podríamos haberla salvado? Sí. A ver. Virginia. Hot Dave. Ahora sí que ha acabado. Ahora sí. Ha saltado, se ha quedado ahí con un... como... ¿Ha muerto? ¿No ha muerto? ¿Ah? Pues nada. Ahora, pues eso. Unas opiniones, ¿vale? De las perepiniones. Bueno, a ver, opinión. Juego muy chulo, ¿vale? El asesino en series y tal. La historia bastante entretenidilla. Eso sí, los momentos en los que tenías que ir a rebuscar, tal, a buscar ciertas cosas, como que te bajaba un poco el ritmo, pero cuando tenías que estar hostia, ¿qué hago? Le digo para que vaya por aquí, le digo que vaya qué tal. El momento del laberinto de que tenías que estar mirando el laberinto, ves a la izquierda, o retrocede, o no sé qué. Tenías que... Son puntos, ¿no? Los momentos puzles están guapos, me molan muchísimo. Pero claro, los momentos de rebuscar era un poquito como que te bajaba el ritmo del juego. Pero juego muy entretenido, música muy, pues eso, muy de los 80. Y no sé con los múltiples finales que podría tener. No lo sé. No lo sé. A lo mejor si salvas a todo el mundo, pues como que te da más a esto, ¿no? Te da más información y ya sabes. Y sabes ya de primera mano quién es, ¿no? A lo mejor. Pero bueno. A una segunda vuelta, pues a lo mejor sí que los puedes salvar porque ya sabes cómo va la cosa, ¿no? El pixero tenía que estar ahí de... Pues nada, ya ha terminado este. Dependiendo ya de lo que haya salido en la encuesta, ¿vale? Porque teníamos American Arcadia y Martha is Dead, de cual los dos tengo ganas. De momento iba ganando, la última vez que lo he mirado, iba ganando Martha is Dead con 3 votos. Habían 5 votos y iba ganando Martha con 3 y el American Arcadia con 2. Iban muy ahí. Así que de momento va ganando Martha. Cuando acabe el tiempo ya veremos a ver quién ha ganado. A mí no me deja votar, ¿vale? Y nada, espero que os haya gustado, ¿vale? Vuestras opiniones, a ver cuáles son. Si os ha gustado, y tal. Al final, pues eso. Digo, 5 horitas. 5 horitas el juego. No está mal. Mi elección fue el American Arcadia. Sí, de momento vamos a hacer un parencito de varios juegos, ¿vale? Y cuando hayamos acabado estos jueguecitos, pues nos meteremos otra vez con un Yakuza. Y que llevamos 3 Yakuza ya seguidos y ya con un cuarto vamos a darle un poquito de tiempo al Yakuza 3. Pues entonces, los dos que pensaba que habían votado al Martha is Dead han votado al American Arcadia. Yo pensaba que Joma y Cereza habían votado el Martha is Dead y ahora resulta que habían votado el American Arcadia. Pues nada, con esto ya lo dejamos, ¿vale? Que nada, como siempre suelo decir, es un placer teneros por aquí, sed buenos. Y mañana nos vemos con el juego que vosotros habéis elegido. Así que, hasta otra.